We welcome you back here to Lakeside, beautiful Hot Springs, Arkansas, as your hometown Malvin Leopards get ready to take on the Lakeside Rams from the 5A. Old conference foes meet again in a non-conference match, as Malvern being from the 4A7 and Lakeside obviously being in the 5A.
The Leopard captains are out, and looks like here comes the Ram captains. We'll have the coin toss here shortly. We'll be kicking off here in 6 minutes and about 50 seconds, hopefully.
The Leopards debuting some fresh new white uniforms.
But how long are the pants?
That's a great question. Dupree's looking a little questionable over there. I don't know.
I bet we brought some backup pants just in case.
You think the orange ones are in tow?
Yeah, we got them. We got them on the trailer, I bet.
Well, me as the head golf coach for the Malvern School District, no better way than to introduce one of my own as the isolated player of the game this week. He's also wearing my old football number.
All right.
That's right. Senior number 16, Jerrod Barber, golfer for me, outside linebacker for the Leopards.
And Jerrod is a kid that loves contact. He is an outside linebacker that is always wanting to stick that helmet right into the thick of the play. And I think the outside linebackers are going to be incredibly important in this football game. Lakeside, they're going to throw it a lot, but what they've done in the first two games is they like to move the pocket outside, and they like to either do sprint outs or they like to roll the quarterback out. And so the linebackers are really going to be key, whether that means we're going to try to blitz off the edge and cut it off, or whether it means he's going to have the outside backer is going to have responsibility that's a pass responsibility, or maybe it's quarterback contain. The outside linebacker is going to be key, regardless of what that role is, and the coaches can do a lot of different things with that outside linebacker when quarterbacks like to sprint out. But the outside linebacker is key, so Jerrod Barber is going to be a very, very important piece of the defensive outlook tonight.
And you know, a lot of people know it and a lot of people don't. Jerrod played about the second half of last year with a bad wing, shoulder, arm, and I'm going to tell you, he had surgery in the offseason, got it back. But this kid he's toughness personified, and never complained. Just got out there and did his job, Seth. Wow,
Yeah.
and just a tough kid.
Had a gigantic brace he had to wear the rest of the year. Cost him his junior baseball season. Lakeside did win the toss there. They deferred to the second half, so Malvern will be receiving, going from left to right on your tablet, computer, television, whatever you may be bringing us in on tonight. Going towards Malvern Avenue, they say.
And Jerrod's also one of those kids that you have to keep an eye on, because he's probably not going to tell you that he needs to come out. He's one of those kids that's going to try to play through everything, even if it's at his own detriment.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's one you can't ask him, are you good to go, because his leg could be hanging off, and he's going to say, yeah, I'm good.
You know, and the thing about it is his versatility. We'll watch him, and we've watched him, the last 2 or 3 years. They'll move him around. I mean, just because he's a linebacker, maybe the Mike linebacker or whatever, he's going to show up. He can go. They'll put him about anywhere, won't they, Seth?
Oh, they will. He's a little bit of a Swiss Army knife, good in coverage, tremendous worker. I mean, he would go to summer practice, guys, in the middle of the heat and all that, and then he'd show up at the end of golf practice and stay while we were wrapping up. He would go out there and continue to get practice in on himself, knowing he was only going to get to play a handful of matches because football was starting up. But that's just the kind of kid he is. He's a hard worker. He's going to be dedicated to whatever he's doing, and he's going to try to be the best that he could possibly be.
Well, when you like contact, you're smart and you can move. There's a lot of places they can put you. You know, I mean,
you plug a lot of holes.
If you're mobile enough to play outside linebacker, and maybe some safety in the right spots, maybe some defensive end in the right spots, maybe some hybrid type positions, then you can, and you're smart enough to know each position, then we've seen that with Angel Perez. Perez is a lot the same way, also an outside linebacker. Smart kid, mobile, loves contact, and they can use those guys in a lot of different positions.
Jerrod also comes from a coaching/football family. His dad, Petey, coached in Texas for a number of years, won a state championship down there. And his mom, Carrie, is also a volleyball coach before giving that up, now working for the district. And his sister is a volleyball coach at Jessieville right now as well. And her husband, Hayden, is a coach at Sheridan. So a lot of coaching in that family. A lot of coaching in that family.
Can you imagine what dinner's like at that table at Thanksgiving?
A lot of sports.
Yeah.
Dupree, Clegg, and I believe it's Miles back deep to receive for the Leopards.
Well, Miles had a really good
against Russellville. They kind of did like little chip shot kicks to around the 30 to 25 yard line, trying to get some fair catches. Let's see if they kick it deep or if they do the little lob shots again.
Caleb Villainous kick is away.
They kicked that one deep.
Long kick, going to go over Dupree's head and into the end zone for a touchback. That's part of that 1% of the time where Ben doesn't get it quite right.
I didn't say they would do it. I said, let's see if they do it, to be fair.
No, you're right. I just, I gave you 99%. Yeah. I thought it was generous.
Yeah. Coach Plumley was talking too.
Way too generous.
Like he says, it's first 8 minutes of the ball game, you hope to set some kind of a pace and stop them. We got the ball first, so let's set it our way.
Lakeside will go with a 3-man front. They've done that the first 2 games. They rely on a lot of blitzing from linebackers to fill the gaps. Be interesting to see how that goes against Malvern's 2 tight end sets.
All right, give is to Dupree off the left side. Makes a couple men miss. Spins off of a guy near the 30. Looks like we'll get the 29, be about a yard short of first down.
And Ron and I, we drive up to the games together on road trips, and we were talking about this, and we kind of agreed that if they stay in a 3-man front, they could struggle. I mean, because we're going to be the best offensive line maybe they play against this year. And we're physical at the point of attack, so they're going to have to guess right with those linebackers.
I lied. I got to the 30 and got the first down. Yeah. Twins right, split left. Dupree to the left of Allen. Allen rolling to his right, looking to throw. Now has to cut it back. Steps up into the pocket, eyes downfield, lets it go. Carradine coming back for it. Nope, they're going to say it hit the ground. A tremendous effort by Carradine coming back to it, and Allen doing everything he could just to find the space to get rid of the ball.
Almost made a miraculous completion.
Yeah.
Really,
yeah.
Good job by Carradine to come back and give himself a chance.
Speaking of, Carradine sent me the film of that hit last week and said, Coach Roberts, you know that was me. And I tried to tell both of y'all it was him. So I got to give him some credit and a shout-out.
Yeah, okay.
Twins right, split left. 2nd and 10. Give to Dupree up the middle. Spins off of the first tackler. Looks like he's going to get forward for a couple. Bring up a 3rd and 8 situation.
Yeah, this is one situation that a lot of teams panic in. The Leopards don't, because we've got the capability of picking up that 7-8 yards either through the ball or with Super Deuce's feet. So it's not ideal, Ben, but it's not panic time either.
No, and they're not going to use a lot of safety help, so you're going to get a lot of one-on-one coverage, and so you can get a lot more than 8 yards.
Twins right, split left. Allen looking to throw. Got Carradine on a slant, complete. Going to have enough for the first down. Thought he was going to break it free and have open ground.
Yeah, I did too. He was one ram paw on his shirt from getting away on that one.
And a little bit unique to line Dylon actually up at the slot position. Yeah. We usually line him up on the outside, and he's one of our typical go route guys. We like him to run the goes, the fades, the post, the deep routes. There we kind of go a little sneaky with a slant route with Dylon and secured the ball for a first down.
Move Cook over to the left side to join Carradine. Twins left. Ethan Martin in tight on the right. Dupree looks like he's going to take the snap. Got Clegg behind him. Here's the snap. Dupree takes off to the left. Now cuts it up. He's up over the 45, crosses the 50. They're saying he might have fumbled.
The ball. Well, we haven't. The official hasn't. No word from the official yet.
It's a long conference.
Yeah, let's see what. Where's the?
Our guys are not leaving the field.
No, our offense is staying on the field.
I believe it's going to stay with Malvern.
Yeah.
First down, Leopards.
And the scare aside, one thing that I think is interesting to note, every offensive lineman was 10 yards downfield right there.
Yes.
And that's we were also talking about this on the way,
Well,
how the great running backs we've had here. They've been very fortunate also to be paired with some of the best offensive lines that have ever come through Malvern High School. And Jalen, one of our best running backs of all time, also paired with one of our best offensive lines.
1st and 10 from the 45. Give is to Dupree.
There you
Up
go.
the
There he
middle,
goes.
got some space. Dragging a man as he crosses the 30. Down to around the 28, 27-yard line. They're trying to rip it out of Dupree's hands every time he's got it.
Yeah, and that's just another one of those we were talking, Ben and I talking about watching, knowing what his offensive linemen are doing and reading the keys and hitting the holes. And that's what he does best, that and run.
Yeah, that one was pretty easy. He went untouched for about 10 yards. Twins left here, 1st and 10. Dupree going to take the snap now, shifts out of the way. Allen takes the snap, looking to throw. Looking deep for Carradine, adjusting his route.
Oh.
Knocked away. Nice play by the defensive back.
Oh, yeah.
That's one Bishop's going to wish he had back. If he led him more towards the center, away from the safety, we had separation. Forced Dylon to kind of cut back towards the center of the field. But if he leads him towards closer to the pylon, Dylon had 3 or 4 steps on him right there. That's one that in the film room he's going to wince a little bit.
I'm going to say that. I'm going to pronounce it a trail. Howard, number 6 for the Rams, was back there and had an opportunity to close on the ball and did.
Bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 28-yard line. Man split to each side. Janelle going to be the up back off the right. Dupree takes the snap, looking to run off the left. Got a little bit of room. He's going to pick up the first down as he crosses the 15 down to the 14-yard line, maybe 13. Be 1st and 10 Leopards.
And again, if you're watching this on YouTube or you go back and watch it, just look how short the distance is from where the linemen finish their play to where they have to go to line up for the line of scrimmage, even on a 12-yard run. I mean, they are getting such a push. They're driving their guys back, putting them on skates, and they're just ready to roll right as soon as they spot the ball.
1st and 10 from the 13. Give is to Clegg. Going to fight down near the 11-yard line. Going to pick up, looks like maybe 2 on the first down. Keelan Janelle looks to be a little shaken up. Going to come out and get looked at for a second. Garrett Harrison in. That'll make it 2nd and 8 from the 11. 8 minutes left here in the first quarter. Malvern's opening drive. Going to have a man split to each side.
Guys, don't be surprised if we see Dupree throwing the ball around a little bit tonight on an options and whatever, okay?
Malvern going to take their first time out of the night. 7:56 left here in the first quarter. Score is 0-0, but Leopards threatening. We'll be back after this.
Red River Dodge of Malvern is thrilled to support the Leopards on the gridiron this season. Make sure you rush over to malverndodge.com to check out all the rebates on our new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams. We can't wait to support these guys all season. They work so hard all year long to represent our community on and off the field. Help us cheer on the team tonight. Go Leopards!
Good, bro? I mean, you all right, Chief? You all right, Chief?
malverndodge.com. Go Leopards!
Welcome you back here to Lakeside. Malvern takes the opening possession down to the 11-yard line, facing a 2nd and 8, coming out of their first time out of the game. Going to come out with twins to the right, split left, Dupree alone in the backfield. Harrison going to be the up back off the right side.
And you can see there's man-to-man coverage on both wide receivers to the right, no safety help.
Dupree looking to throw. Now just going to tuck it under and run. Oh, just slips up. I think he had the corner to get to the end zone, but falls down at the 4-yard line. Going to make it 3rd and short.
I think the turf master got him on that one, on that cut. I mean, he come up, a half a yard short, guys?
Yeah, about a yard it looks like maybe.
Well, he was throwing pass. I mean, he was showing pass, wasn't he?
He sure was. He looked like he wanted to throw the ball.
Almost had like a little pump fake action there.
Yeah.
Almost like a jump shot.
I'm telling you.
Then he pulled the ball back down.
3rd and 1, Dupree stays at quarterback, takes the snap, looking to run off the left side. Just a great play made by the defensive line there, defensive end.
Really did a good job of shooting out there, shooting across there. He come across unblocked, and we lose about 2.5, 3 yards on that.
Yeah, it'll be 4th and 3 from the 6. Maybe 4th and 4 from the 7, actually. Does look like Malvern's going to go for it. We saw last week. Do have the ability to kick a field goal if we choose to.
Leopards can make a 1st and 10.
This looks like a power formation here for Dupree. Takes the snap, looking to run up the middle. Powers forward into the end zone. Touchdown, Malvern.
You know, that's what we were talking earlier about. You get 3rd and 8 and whatever like that, and is it too easy? I mean, am I expecting too much, Seth?
Well, you make a great play on 3rd down. You make a huge 4th down. Crowd starts getting into it, but Leopard's unfazed. Just call the next play and punch it in like it was nothing.
Well, Lakeside's going to do a lot of things with that 3-man front. They'll do the 3-3 stack. They'll do traditional 3-4. They'll move them to a strong side, weak side. And if they guess right, they can get negative plays. But if they guess wrong, they're going to give up some big plays.
Oziel's kick is good. With 6:32 left here in the first quarter, Leopards lead this one 7-0. We'll be back after this. Welcome you back here to Lakeside. Oziel has the ball teed up for the Leopards. Kick is away. Long kick. Backs away from it. Will go into the end zone for a touchback. Oziel Martinez's 2nd touchback of the year? Maybe more than that.
Maybe.
He's been kicking the ball well.
He has.
Yes, really has.
We did talk briefly a little bit about Lakeside offense. They do like to throw it. They like to throw it a lot.
Yeah.
And we mentioned the quarterback likes to roll out. They've got 2 really talented wide receivers. One of them's Kyler Wolf, number 10. He's about 6'1", 205. Not a lot of wide receivers like that. And then there's a 6'4" kid on the other end, Skylar Purefoy. And he could be a handful too.
Jacob Hermosillo gives to the tailback. Looks like he's going to pick up a couple.
And as we say that, they decide to test our defensive tackles with a run play right out of the gate.
Yeah, and in there real quick was Kyler Wright and our ISO player, Jerrod Barber.
Make it 2nd and 8 from the 22-yard line. Landon Matthews was on the carry. Hermosillo takes the snap. Give is to Matthews again. Hit in the backfield and drop. Going to lose a couple back to the 20.
It's one of those situations. The Rams may be just kind of poking in there, and seeing if there's any soft spots in that defensive line. Ben and first 2, they haven't found one yet. Big third down play.
Angel Perez on that tackle. Come to the line, trips right, split left. Back to the right of Hermosillo. Try to get Malvern to jump. Thought they had him, but not going to be called.
Akira just about got across there.
Hermosillo takes the snap, looking to
There he
throw,
comes,
rolling to his right. Lets it go out of bounds, incomplete.
It's a big stop for the Leopards, Ben.
It's big for a lot of reasons. Number one, you just went down the field and took about 6 minutes of clock yourself. You get off the field pretty quickly, and you get a chance to really, really put that defense in a position where they may be on the field for 8 of the first 9 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
And in this heat and humidity, I mean, it's still warm. I mean, we still got some summer-ish temperatures out there. That could definitely play a role later on.
It was nice this morning. Carradine back to receive for the Leopards. Punt is away.
Good punt.
Wow.
Carradine gets away from it as it lands around the 37-yard line. Will be fielded there. Leopards will take over 1st and 10 from the 37. Smart play by Carradine.
Yeah, because you were going to have good field position regardless. And if you come up there and you try to field that ball, best case scenario, you maybe you pick up 5 yards. Worst case scenario is
you Reggie fish it.
You Reggie fish it. And Lakeside jumps on the football. So sometimes discretion is the better part of valor, and I would say that was a good time for discretion.
5:07 left here in the first quarter. Leopards scored on their opening drive. Rams went 3 and out. Second drive for Malvin. They come to the line. 1st and 10 from the 37. Man split to each side. Allen takes the snap, rolling right.
Oh, looky there.
Going to air it out for Carradine, who's behind everybody, and he's got it. He's at the 10. 5, touchdown Malvern.
We mentioned it. They are going to give a man-to-man coverage almost all night. They've run 0 coverage, which means no safeties deep. They are just going to count on man-to-man, and I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know that they've got anybody that can man up with Dylon all night long.
They did not that time.
Not with these moves. Where's Dylon going to end up on the all-time list of great record
Receivers?
Malvern receivers?
I have no idea off the top of my head. But not only that, he holds as he gets ready to hold the kick of Oziel Martinez.
And he plays defense.
And how about that strike from the sophomore quarterback, Bishop Allen?
Hit him and just
perfectly in stride.
Yeah.
Martinez's kick is good, so with 4:57 left here in the first quarter, Leopards lead this one 14-0. We'll be back after this.
Farmers Bank and Trust is proud to bring you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Farmers Bank and Trust.
There's a couple of kids of interest on this Ram team, and the gunner over on the far side, number 31 linebacker, is Cannon Martin. That is this grandson of Randy Teal. Number 55, the left tackle, is also Clint Martin, and that's another grandson of Randy's.
Leopards had one play, 63 yards. Bishop Allen to Carradine. Martinez's kick is away. Going to be fielded at the 8-yard line, up over the 20, 25. Brought down around the 30 by Garrett Harrison.
The good news for Lakeside is that we had discussed about the potential dangers of being on the field a long time defensively, and they did manage to not have that become a problem for them.
Check one on the positive side.
Put one up there on the plus side.
We've had some years where we were looking for silver linings.
Tell me. Ooh, we're looking for linings.
Yeah, I was here. Hermosillo alone in the backfield. Now going to shift the back into his right. Twins left, split right. Give is to the back. Cuts it up. Going to fall forward for maybe a yard. Let me
say, Jerrod Barber's not going to get credit for that tackle. But he did exactly what he was supposed to do. Our isolated player of the game came up, took that edge away, took the blocker, and pushed the blocker actually 1 yard upfield, forced the running back to go back to the middle where we had some inside help. Great job of that outside backer, feeding him to the interior line.
Lakeside tries to get Malvern to jump. No go. Twins right, split left, up back off the right side, back to the right of Hermosillo. That is Grady Oman. Throws it out, got his man at the 40. Falls forward maybe to the 41-yard line. We'll have enough for the first down. They give him the 42.
And Ben will talk about that. So senior wide receiver number 10, Kyler Wolf, and he's their go-to guy. He's a very, very talented wideout.
And a guy that I think is going to have I don't know what his offer list look like, but he sure looks like a kid that's going to have an opportunity to play on Saturdays next year.
Be 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Trips left, Twins right. Hermosillo along the backfield, now going to shift it. Bring the back into his right. Give is to Oman, cuts it up to the middle. Not a lot there. He's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. First man off the pile is David Hutchins.
Talking again about Wolf, and lined up on the outside out there. Lockdown 24 was on him. Dylon Carradine was right on the line of scrimmage with him, so that may be a matchup to watch. He's walking out there to him again.
Bring up 2nd and 10. Trips to the left, split right. Omen to the left of Hermosillo. Try to get Malvern to jump. They do not. Angel Perez going to walk up with some press coverage. Now backs out of it. Here's the snap. Hermosillo rolling to his left, looking to throw. Airs it out. Going to go out of bounds, incomplete, and into the kicking net.
Yeah, double coverage, and he was getting some pressure right there from Ramir Bennett was coming through there and looked like a delay rush or whatever, but he was putting some pressure on him. Big third down again for these Rams against the Leopards, still in their own territory in the 42, looks like, isn't it?
Going to come to the line with twins to each side. Omen to the right of Hermosillo. I think he completed that last one to Odell Beckham's best friend, the kicking net. Hermosillo looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket, lets one go high, and intercepted by Malvern. That is David Hutchins as he's looking to get upfield. Bounces off a tackler, still going. Spins off of another one. Going to be brought down. Looks like they're going to give him forward progress to the 47.
And congratulations. I believe that would be his first high school interception.
Yeah. We've been waiting on
for
that
the sophomore.
Yeah.
And we mentioned last week that he is a guy that this coaching staff thinks has a real opportunity to be a special player on the back end of the defense. He has incredible ball skills. Just the ability to know where that ball, some guys just have a gift for being able to understand trajectory and where the ball is going to end up. He's that guy.
Near side judge overrules. Malvern will take over from the 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Got a little break in play here.
And so far, what we've seen, and just really impressive work in the first quarter so far by the Leopard defense at all levels. The defensive line has really held firm on those interior runs. We've seen the outside linebackers come up and stick and make plays and pressure. We've seen now the secondary get an interception and done a pretty good job covering these very talented wide receivers, forcing the quarterback to throw the ball away. Really, really good team effort from the down lineman all the way to the back end.
Hutchins really did a good job on that, staying in focus and getting the ball, because it hit him, it balled him a little bit, and he secured the ball first, and then he took off with it, and a big interception.
Well,
I think that's the first of many to come, Seth.
Last week it was knee pads. This week it's the game ball. They look at 3 or 4 of them, finally decide this one's good enough to play. And we play on.
Oh, wow.
Twins left for the Leopards. Allen takes the snap, give to Dupree, cuts off of a man, falls forward. Going to pick up 3 down to the 48-yard line.
Benny just buried one out here.
Well, he he buried that poor kid at Glen Rose right around the 2-yard line before, scoring that touchdown. And I have nightmares about that, and I'm not even the one that got hit. I love physical running backs, and Jalen Dupree is about as physical a tailback as we've had come through this program.
Twins left. Dupree looks like he's going to take the snap and does. Running off the right side. Follows his blockers as he's going to get down near the line to gain.
It's another verse of the same thing we see. He's right there behind K5, and Janelle is just such a devastating lead blocker. But, the kid's got great hands. He's just
celebrated a birthday this week.
He
Happy
did.
birthday to Keelan Janelle.
Yes, he did.
Future Red Wolf.
Yes.
I'll throw it into every.
Boy, and I tell you, they got listen.
Listen, Ron, we're not talking about last week. We're on to this week. Here we go.
When they get that kid up there, I'm really excited about that.
Bishop Allen looking to throw. Now he may tuck it and does. He's going to get up over the 40, pick up the first down, and go out of bounds near the 34-yard line.
I noticed, too, streaking across the field to try to pick up a block to help him was number 2, Jalen Dupree, to make sure his quarterback was okay. Minute and 16 left here in the first quarter. The Leopards are leading this one 14-0 and driving again, Ben.
Yeah, and, we talked earlier about how well the defense was doing. Offense really clicking on all cylinders. We've hit long touchdown passes. We've been able to power run the football. Our bread and butter has been there. We've even hit some slants. Everything looks like it's clicking right now for the Leopards.
Give is to Clegg, looking to run up the middle. Tries to make a man miss, going to bring him down as he crosses the 30. Pickup of about 3 on first down.
You know, you think you kind of can catch a breather when you see Jalen Dupree go off to the sideline. Then you look down at the stat sheet, and Tavian Clegg is coming into this game averaging more than 8 yards a carry. He's averaging over 100 yards a game. You know, I mean,
Where does it end?
He's put up some numbers himself over the first 2 weeks.
Sophomore. Going to be 2nd and 7 for the Leopards. Man split to each side. Janelle going to be the up back on the left as Clegg lines up behind Dupree. Looks like Malvern sees something they don't necessarily like. They're going to take their second time out. 32.9 seconds left here in the first quarter. Leopards leading 14-0. We'll be back after this.
Welcome to Larry's.
Hey guys, my name is Garrett, and I've been coming to Larry's Pizza here in Malvern ever since it opened. My favorite is baked potato, chicken honey mustard. I love it. Come on down to Larry's.
It's so good you don't even know.
Larry's Pizza has buffet Tuesday and Friday nights starting at 5 p.m. Call us here at Larry's Pizza for all your specialty and game day pizza needs.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
Welcome you back here to Lakeside. Leopards saw that play clock running down, used their second timeout of the half. Come back facing a 2nd and 7 from the 30-yard line. Stay with the man split to each side. Janelle the up back on the left. Dupree's going to line up at quarterback with Clegg right behind him. Dupree takes the snap, looking to run off the right side. Clegg delivers a nice block, but unfortunately still only going to pick up 1 yard. Initial block got him down, but the kid was pretty quick to get up and still get a little piece of Dupree.
Would not at all surprised to see Malvern go with power run again here, even though it's 3rd and 6, because they've got, well, we're going to get to the quarter. I don't think we're going to run a play, but they can pick up 6 yards, but you're clearly going to go for it on 4th down. If you can get to 4th and 1, 4th and 2, you did half of what you wanted to do anyway on 3rd down.
That'll do it for the first quarter. Leopards leading in this one 14-0. We'll be back with a 3rd and 6 after this.
At MNB, we know that every customer is different. That's why we provide one-on-one guidance from our lending professionals. Our dedicated team understands the importance of taking that next step, and we offer our customers superior financial products and services. Put the strength and stability of MNB to work for you, with loan structures tailored to help you make sound financial decisions. Come see what banking with a real community bank feels like. Visit us online at mnbbank.com.
Welcome you back here to Lakeside. As if nothing changes with this chain gang, they've got the chains backwards, and what would have been a 3rd and 6 is marked as a 3rd and 3. I think they might be figuring it out now.
I think the side judge over there figured it out. He says
that would certainly make it easier.
That would. And that might change your play call, might not, but
here they go.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
This is one you'd.
Let's hear it, Ram fans. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it, Ben. The PA mentioned it. You know, before we left, it was a 3rd and 6.
Well, and I'm getting numerous reports too that the PA is using a roster that might be several years old, as Devin Langston's name has been called. Hope he's doing well, Devin. If you're listening in,
yeah.
Former goalie of mine, made the All-Star game in soccer.
Okay, looks like, well, we might get this straightened out yet.
And it's back to being 3rd and 6.
Okay. Okay.
From the 29-yard line, man split to each side. Janelle the up back on the left. Dupree to the right of Allen. Allen takes the snap, pitches it to Janelle. Janelle gets upfield, lowers the shoulder, falls down near the 23-yard line. We'll have enough for the first down.
That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, Ron, you've been wanting to see Janelle involved a little bit more with the football.
I suspect,
And that was kind of a unique and interesting way to get him the ball. I like that well-designed play, because you think with Bishop Allen in the game that you're either going to roll out and pass or you're going to give it to Dupree, but then you just kind of wrap Keelan around and slip him the football, let him pick up the first down.
Twins left. 1st and 10 from the 22. Give is to Dupree. He bounces it to the outside. Going to get up over the 20 down to the 19-yard line. Slow, methodical, and clock moving. Time of possession has been dominated by the Leopards so far this first half.
And really, I mean, just about every aspect of the game has been thus far dominated by the Leopards. They have put together a complete quarter and a minute so far into this contest. Both sides of the ball have played really, really well.
2nd and 8. Twins left. Allen looking to throw. Now rolling out to his left. Cuts back, rolling out to his right.
Okay.
Throws it over the head of Janelle. I think Janelle thought Allen was going to take off running, and Allen thought Janelle was going to take off and look to catch it.
And Janelle took off. They were waving back and forth, and it just a little. And then when Janelle did get out there, he had double coverage. So
he was blocking.
He was blocking. That's true.
Then
he saw his quarterback in trouble and tried to help.
He was expecting the run, and Allen was looking to throw.
And this was, but to give Bishop Allen credit here, extended the play with his legs and then made a wise decision. Here we are. We're down here with an opportunity to score. Don't make a mistake. That was clearly throwing the ball away, making sure we didn't make a mistake that took us out of an opportunity to put points on the board.
Dupree looking to run. He's going to pick up a few, but it's going to bring up a 4th and long, maybe 4th and 6.
Okay.
And I bet Allen comes back on the field here.
$10:25 and counting left in the second quarter.
And I would say you got to consider where's Dylon going to be on the field, because Lakeside is not going to get away from just giving him single coverage. And if you know you got single coverage with Dylon, that has got to be high on your list of options.
They're showing single coverage now. 4th and 5. Twins left, split right. Looks like Malvern's going to use its third and final timeout.
Saw something they didn't like, or
9:58 left here in the second quarter. Leopards leading 14-0. We'll come back with a big 4th down after this. Welcome you back here to Lakeside. Leopards coming up on a 4th and 5, and I would say it's a long 5.
It is a long 5, and that's another one of those 4th down situations that we converted last time. And
they come to the line, Twins to the left, Carradine alone on the right. Dupree going to be to the right of Allen. Up back on the left is Janelle. Allen takes the snap, looking to throw.
Dupree's out.
He's looking for Dupree. It's going to be intercepted, which is actually beneficial in terms of field position by about 7 or 8 yards. Rams are going to take over 1st and 10.
Really good coverage by Lakeside.
It really was.
Everybody was manned up, and see that, I believe that's actually Bishop Allen's first interception of the year, and that's one where you don't mind it, because you might as well force it, because it's going to be a turnover on downs if you don't complete it.
That's right. Lakeside takes over on the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. They're going to come to the line, Twins right, split left. Hermosillo again tries to draw the Leopards off sides.
And actually, the interception picked us up about 7 yards.
And the Rams called timeout.
Steve Martin was a prop comic. We'll be back after this.
LifePoint Church is a church where people from all types of backgrounds and generations come together to love God, inspire others, foster faith, and enjoy life. Join us on Sunday mornings at 10:30 for worship and encouraging messages. On Wednesday nights from 6 to 7:30, we have different programs for kids of all ages, 3 through 12th grade. Life Point Church is located at 25741 Highway 67 in Malvern next to Arbor Oaks. For more information, go to our website, lifepointmalvern.org, or on social media at lifepointmalvern.
Welcome you back here to Lakeside. Rams looking at a 1st and 10 from their own 11-yard line. Takes the snap, give is to the back, up the middle, nothing there. He's going to be driven backwards by most of the Leopard D-line, and oh my goodness. That's a pretty weak flag.
That's a rough one right there, because you teach your kids to play through the whistle, and that means you play through the whistle. You don't stop until the whistle. And, I mean, I know a body fell down, but you got the whole pile. It's hard for that many bodies to stop when there's that much momentum.
It wasn't thrown down. They just do what everybody does when the whistle blows. They give that last, like, push off, and the kid just fell down.
Yeah, a little, of course, you don't know. We're up here, we don't know exactly when the whistle was called, but that could be, it's a little questionable to me. But once again, the Leopards had really, that interior defensive line had really stacked them up.
After the penalty, the Rams will have it at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10. Twins to each side, back to the right of Hermosillo. Now he's going to shift out. Hermosillo takes the snap, looking to air it out deep. Running stride for stride is Malvin, but lose it, and Lakeside comes back for it.
Yeah, that was one that the Leopards lost. They overran it a little bit, and
Aiden Delamar was running stride for stride with him.
The coverage was there. Just
and that's sometimes when you underthrow, it's the best thing that can happen for you, because your wide receiver's looking at the ball the whole way. He can put on the brakes. The corner doesn't know to put on the brakes. And so it just comes back, and really it's something that maybe Delamar's going to look at, but really, really good job up until that wide receiver put the parking brake on.
Give is to Omen. He's looking to run upfield, lowers his shoulder, powerful run down near the 30. We'll give him the 31, pickup of about 8 yards on first down.
Yeah, we were jumping around. We didn't have the people in the right position we wanted to. We had tackles switching side to side and everything, and Leopards really never got set prior to that play, and the Rams took advantage of it.
And it's really the power of momentum with turnovers. Turnover on downs. We were clearly dominating the game. They get the turnover on downs. They hit a big play, a penalty, and now they've got an opportunity to maybe cut this thing to a 1-touchdown score.
2nd and 3, Hermosillo looking deep, incomplete, but there is going to be a flag on the Leopards as Carradine had a hold of the jersey. Will be another first down for the Rams.
Defensive holding called against Malvern.
As the Rams are having their first real success moving the ball tonight.
That'll move the ball up to the 20.
And I actually think that's going to be a really, really fun matchup to watch moving forward, is Kyler Wolf and Dylon Carradine, because if you recall, when Dylon was a sophomore, we thought he was going to be the stud corner, and he certainly is capable of that. He just happened to also become one of the best wide receivers in the state.
1st and 10, give to the back, up the middle. Looked like he had some room, but it disappears quickly as Bennett shuts him down at the 30-yard line.
Got him.
Pickup of maybe 2 on first down.
Yeah.
2nd down and about 8 for the Rams.
We talk a lot about the amount of seniors on this team right now. There's 2 sophomores out there on that defensive line, Brandon Jackson, Kyler Wright. And so one of the things that we like to see, are we going to be good 2 years from now, 3 years from now? It's nice to see sophomores out there.
Watching these kids grow up.
2nd and 8. Hermosillo takes the snap, looking to throw. Fade route towards the end zone. Carradine has the best chance at it.
Well, and I tell you one thing, Wolf, there's a push off there by They could have called offensive interference on that one. But anyway.
Carradine went to try to drag the toes. Don't have the best angle to be able to look at the whole field from up here, so he went behind the wall.
Yeah, I'm behind the wall. I've got down to about the 20-yard line.
And I would love to hear the conversation between Dylon and Wolf because, those are two alpha positions, and I would love to hear what they're saying to each other.
I believe Malvern is going to jump off and give a free 5 yards here on what would have been a 3rd and 8.
And, Dylon will talk to you.
Yeah.
He will. Great kid.
Which is very typical of corners and wide receivers.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have a little swagger to play either one of those two positions. And I think both of these guys not only have that swagger to play the wide receiver, the cornerback position, but they can back it up.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Rams. Take the snap, looking to run up the middle. Comes off of a man now. He's got room to run to the outside.
Yeah.
He will score. Touchdown, Rams. Broke the 1 tackle, and that's all it took.
Yeah, they lined Wolf back there in the quarterback, tailback, whatever you want to call it, and showed some speed going on that outside.
Yeah, when in doubt, give it to your best player.
Sure.
And I think he's probably their best player.
Yeah.
So just direct snap and let him try to make something happen.
Well, we've got to this situation before, and in the Leopards, I repeat it every time, they've always answered, and I expect them to answer to this one.
Caleb Villainous on to attempt the extra point. Malvern is going to jump off sides again, and what's going to be the 4th penalty of this offensive possession for the Rams. Malvern.
Yeah, the big one was down here, the roughing or whatever, unsportsmanlike.
They all were pretty big.
Yeah, but that was 15 yards and got them out from inside the 10 or 12-yard line and got them some breathing room.
Well, 3rd and 8 to 3rd and 3 is a pretty big one,
too. Yeah, that's true.
Take 2. Villainous on to attempt the extra point.
Villainous?
I'm trying to read over Ron's shoulder. It could be wrong. It's as close as I can get. Kick is good. 7:23 left here in the 2nd quarter. Leopards lead 14-7. Put up the signal. We'll be back after this.
Welcome to Larry's.
Hey guys, my name is Garrett, and I've been coming to Larry's Pizza here in Malvern ever since it opened. My favorite is baked potato, chicken honey mustard. I love it. Come on down to Larry's.
It's so good you don't even know.
Larry's Pizza has buffet Tuesday and Friday nights starting at 5 p.m. Call us here at Larry's Pizza for all your specialty and game day pizza needs.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
Welcome you back here to Lakeside. Rams get the first score of the night. Cut the lead to 14-7. Villainous on to kick. It's away. Sky kick going to be fielded at the 30-yard line. No, it bounces off of the Malvern defender, and it's a scuffle for the, or not defender, the returner. And they're saying that it's Lakeside's ball. Tristan Miles trying to come up and field that one. It just goes right off his chest, and Lakeside right on it.
These were the things that Coach Plumlee talked about. These are the situations that you're going to get hit in the mouth. Things are not going to go your way, and you just, you have to fight through them and persevere. And the Leopards have done this for a year and a half, 2 years. We're into our second, third year of it, really. And I don't see any panic. There's not any panic on the Leopards out there. It's just slow them down and stop them.
Twins left, split right. Give is to Omen up the middle. Now bounces it out to the right. Got a little bit of room to run as he's pushed out of bounds. Looks like they're going to give him the 30-yard line. Be a couple yards short of the first down.
Yeah.
Lakeside PA does play-by-play.
He does everything.
Like,
including annoy me, but that's another situation.
A man of many talents. That'll bring up a 2nd and 2 from the 29. Twins left, split right. Shuffle the back from left to right. Gives to the tailback again. Ball's out.
Ball's on the ground.
I think Malvern has it.
They think they do.
How about a kick? We ought to kick on the wall. They've been beating on this. How about that? How about that?
To quote Kirk Cousins, you like that?
You like that? 7:09 left here in the first half. The Leopards leading this one 14-7, and
that was important. I mean,
yeah.
You had things that football is such an emotional game, and I mean things can really snowball on the best teams.
Yeah.
Things can snowball in this sport, and not that things were necessarily spiraling out of control, but they scored a touchdown to cut it to 7. You fumble the kickoff return. They've got an opportunity to drive. They get a good first down play. That stopped the bleeding. We talk about that in sports a lot. Stop the bleeding. Now you got a chance to create a wound of your own, maybe.
Allen rolling to his right, throwing, got carried on, complete. He's going to get up over the 35. Now trying to push the pile.
Okay.
Give him the 36-yard line, maybe 37.
37.
Even better.
Yeah, nice move there.
And the filling out period in this game is over. I think both teams kind of know what the score is with each other, and I think that they're going to be going at each other. So the jitters are gone. I think they are starting to develop a genuine dislike for each other, which is good. That makes for an entertaining contest. And I think they're going to be ready to roll. I think we're going to see good football here on out.
2nd and 1, high snap, but fielded. Dupree gets it. Going to make a man miss. Now he's got some room as he gets to the outside. It's a race to the end zone.
It's a race to the end zone. He's got it.
Good hustle by Carradine, getting down there and mowing a block. They are able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, down near the 6.
And let's talk a little bit about what Dylon did. Dylon had an opportunity to pick up that first blocker, that first defender. I believe it was number 6.
Yeah.
He knew.
Let him go.
He knew that Jalen had the angle to beat him. He bypassed him to pick up that second guy and probably picked up another 15 yards for Dupree. That's just intelligent football. That's a football play that you never coach that. It's just good
First
IQ.
and goal from the 6. Give is to Clegg. He's going to cross the 5. See where they mark it. Looks like the 4 maybe. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Dupree comes back out onto the field. 5:54 left here in the half. Leopards leading 14-7, but threatening.
Another thing, the Leopards have not been in any big hurry to run a play either. They're using this clock as
power formation. Dupree at quarterback. Takes the snap, looking to run up the middle.
They had that one stuffed.
Looks like not a whole lot there.
Yeah.
Maybe gained a few inches.
Looks like Lakeside right now is going with a bare front, which basically means that they're going to put a nose tackle right on the center, and then they're going to put defensive tackles right on the guards and try to clog that middle. Makes it hard to run in between the tackles. You almost have to run off tackle or just inside the tackle's hip if you want to run in the middle.
3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Dupree looking to take the snap. He will. Off the left side. Now cuts it up, lowers the shoulder, dives forward. Touchdown, Malvin.
Touchdown, Malvin.
And that's what we did. We went between the guard and the tackle.
We got a yellow rag on the field after the play.
Yeah, I think that one's going to go against Lakeside as he harmed Janelle. Not sure exactly what he did, but I saw Janelle get up and point, and then the flag flew, so he did something to him.
Yeah, might have saved the guy's life. Janelle's a big old kid. I wouldn't want him to get a hold of me. See what the call is.
And so
nonetheless, we're 20-7 right here with a little bit of pause in the ball game. 4:57 left in the first half, and the Leopards really turned the ball over. Then they turned the ball back over to us and made a statement, getting down the field, and putting another 6 on their scoreboard, wanting one more. Ben.
Will be a personal foul and an ejection.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
He must have said some magic words. But we talk a lot about answers from time to time. And so Lakeside thought they had the answer, but in the words of Roddy Piper, as soon as Lakeside thought they had the answers, we changed the questions.
That's not my favorite one.
That's not.
It's the I'm here to chew bubble gum and I'm all out of bubble gum.
That doesn't have the word answer in it.
Yeah, okay. You're right. It doesn't.
I've got one to watch here. A kid walked off that I don't know if he was part of that problem or not.
Oziel Martinez will be on to attempt the extra point. after we get all this settled.
You know, at one time we expected this bunch loves to throw the ball, Ben. That's what we've heard. That's what it surprised me how much time they've spent trying to run between the tackles. Maybe they saw something in that Prosper, Texas game that they thought they could take advantage of. But now the referee is going to talk to
Coach
Plumley and let him know what's going on, and that's a good thing.
And on to that point, I would like to give that defensive front, especially those defensive tackles, credit. They've done a really good job defending the middle run.
They got a personal foul.
Yeah, it's going to be accepted on the kickoff, is what he was saying.
Okay.
So normal extra point here for Ozziel Martinez. Kick is away. It's good. 4:57 left here in the half. Leopards leading 21-7. We'll be back after this. Welcome you back here from Lakeside. Got a little investigative reporting. Sounds like there was a kick to the head as Janelle was on the ground, and that is what caused the ejection of number 11, Landon Matthews, for the Rams.
And a little side note, if you listen to Drive Time Sports, there's a young man on there named Kevin Bohannon that does baseballs and everything. And the head referee tonight is his father, Mr. Bohannon. So
there you go.
There's a holler out to my fan. I got you covered, Kevin.
Ozziel Martinez on to kick off. Short kick. Going to be blasted through the end zone. Will be a touchback. Those are the kind, when it's up short like that, that's one option is the touchback. Another is, do you try a sky kick or an onside there, thinking that even if you don't get it, there's still field position. But Malvern elects to just boot it and trust the defense, who's been playing really well tonight.
It's always nice to pad those touchback stats, though.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, when you're right, you're right.
Little stat padding's never a bad thing.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Twins right, split left. Hermosillo looking to throw. Rolling out, got his man complete. He breaks the first tackle, second tackle. I'm going to be brought down near the 35. We'll give him the 34-yard line. We'll have enough for a Ram first down.
Yeah.
Kyler Wolf on the reception.
And we've mentioned him quite a bit in the first half. He is a really, really impressive wide receiver, probably one of the better ones that we're going to see. In fact, I don't know that we'll see a better pair of wide receivers this year. If we play Warren in the playoffs, they got some good ones. There's no question. But
Elkins.
These two are about as good as it gets.
Twins right, split left. Give is to Omen on first down. He's going to get over the 35 down to the 37, pick up a 3.
The Rams are doing a better job now with their running game. They're picking up 2 or 3, 4 yards and finding some holes that weren't there before. And nonetheless, it's second and a
7.
A long 7.
4 minutes left here in the second quarter. Leopards leading 21-7.
There is a man-to-man coverage on that 6'4" tower over there on the outside. See if they take a shot with him.
Twins right, split left. Looking to throw the fade route into double coverage. Aiden Delamore, fantastic coverage.
That was perfect.
Yeah, that was the one they threw earlier that came up short that he come back and caught. And
that was double coverage from Cousins.
Yeah.
The old Cousin double coverage there.
I got him, Cuz. No, Cuz, I got it. I got him, Cuz. No, I got him.
Carradine and Delamore. We'll bring up 3rd and 7 from the 37. Twins to each side, Omen to the right of Hermosillo. Now going to move over to the left. Hermosillo looking to throw, rolling out to his left. Got a man out there complete. Going to get out of bounds at the 47-yard line. We'll have enough for a Ram first down.
And I believe that was number 14, Skylar Purefoy. He's the 6'4" wide receiver we talked about, opposite of Wolf. Not a lot of 6'4" wide receivers in Arkansas high school football.
Nice comeback route there.
Really was. We had some pressure. I thought they had one of our rushers looked like they had a hand on him, but maybe not.
Twins right, split left. Hermosillo rolling right, looking to throw out to Wolf. Got it complete over the 50, down to the other 47.
You know, guys, this is what I expected them to come out of the chute doing. This is,
I think they tried their hand at running the football. I think they thought that would be a nice get for them. It didn't really work out. So they may just revert back to what they do best.
Yeah.
We'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock ticks down near 3 minutes left in the half. Leopards have no timeouts. Rams have 2 left.
Leopards not set. There we go.
Give is to the back, looking to run up the middle. Spins off of a guy down the 45-yard line. That was Ryan Ballard on the run.
Good job by Angel Perez scraping. Got enough of him to prevent the first down. And this is a big play for the Leopards here, because if you can put them in a spot where they got to make a decision on 4th down, you might have a chance to get the ball back near midfield if you get a couple of stops.
3rd and 2 here. Number 1, I'd make sure we don't jump off sides.
Yeah.
Twins right, split left. Hermosillo takes it, give to Omen, looking to
They got
run,
him. They got
and
him.
he's stacked up but fights through it. It's going to be close. They're pushing
they
the
got
pile.
him. I think that was the 2nd and 3rd surge that may have got him.
You know, they threw a flag on Malvern for roughing when they did that. But anyway, they got it. Woo.
Yep, going to have enough for the first down.
Wow.
Able to avoid 2 Leopard tacklers in the backfield. One of them was our isolated player, Jerrod Barber.
Yeah. Well, they're going to get. They haven't given it to him yet. So that's 4th down, boys.
No, I don't think so.
They're going to come and measure.
I'm going to say he's got it.
I am too. I mean, with that's very, very, very liberal spot too.
Well, the chain was short of the 43, and the ball looks to me like it's on the 43.
Yeah, it's going to be close. Yeah, by the nose of the ball.
It's closer than I thought.
Yeah. Well, that was a spot. Anyway, they get a 1st and 10. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left, and they're at the Leopard 44. Yeah.
No, that's just where the dial it down is. My apologies. 43.
Or the 47. 57.
Let's go 57.
57.
All right.
Going to be trips left, split right. Hermosillo alone in the backfield. Now shifts Wolf across. Drops the snap. You're just going to have to take off running with it. He gets up over the 40, 35.
You know, guys, we're in the situation now. You know, if the Rams go ahead and score some kind here, and then turn around and get the ball, starting off the second half, it could get interesting. It's already interesting. It could get even more.
I definitely think that's what Lakeside's got in mind, because they're
in 4-down territory.
They've not been taking the deep shots with regularity on this drive that they did earlier in the half. I think they're trying to take as much of this clock off as possible. They'll take 7 points any way they can get it, but they would like to milk as much clock as they can.
1st and 10, Hermosillo running off the right side. Cuts up, going to get out of bounds short of the 25-yard line.
And really, if you're Malvern, you're just trying to prevent 7. The clock's not an issue for you. You just want to prevent 7.
Okay, I wonder what.
Empty backfield.
2nd and 4 from the 26-yard line. Hermosillo looking to run again. Going to get up, step out of bounds around the 21-yard line. Should be enough for another Lakeside first down.
That's good enough for another Lakeside Rams.
Yeah, they're clearly trying to just milk as much clock as possible.
Yeah. Oh, shoot, yeah.
And even though Malvern is, quote, unquote, a running football team, to me that shows a lot of respect for the fact that Malvern can hit the big play on you, because most teams are just trying to get 7 points right here. But I think they realize you're never safe no matter where the ball is when the Leopards have the ball.
Hermosillo throws a bubble screen out to his man. Looks like there's going to be a holding call. So he's going to be brought down at the 15-yard line.
And that's the danger of methodically going down the field, especially when you're a passing team. Very easy to get holding calls.
Make a
and
mistake.
when you throw the ball out to the flat, those wide receivers are out there on an island. If you hold as a wide receiver, you're going to get caught because there's nobody to shield what you're doing from the referees.
Flag was thrown right on the 20.
That's what I was saying. So
Ought to back him up to the 30.
Yeah.
Was going to step it off the wrong way there for a minute.
He was.
Got turned around. We're all good.
Yeah. The white hat said, no, you need to go back the other way.
1:31 left in the half. Reminder, Lakeside does have 2 timeouts. Malvern 0. Going to be facing a 1st and 19.
Yeah.
From the 30-yard line.
Now we got to expect them to put the air up, don't you think?
Trips to the right, split left. Looks like they're trying to get it to Wolf here. Quick out to him. That guy was blocking before the play and almost tackled Carradine. They're not going to call it, but
yeah, he walked up.
I don't know that was even remotely legal.
Yeah. That was a situation there. I didn't count, I couldn't see, but it was quite a few missed tackles there, Ben.
Quite a few missed tackles, and
you got to get these kids got to get him down.
And at this point, I mean, you know that Kyler Wolf is he's a monster. I got a little bit of a shock. I don't know what that came from, but
Villainous on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. 1:08 left here in the first half. Leopards leading 21-14. We'll be back after this.
Red River Dodge of Malvern is thrilled to support the Leopards on the gridiron this season. Make sure you rush over to malverndodge.com to check out all the rebates on our new Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Rams. We can't wait to support these guys all season. They work so hard all year long to represent our community on and off the field. Help us cheer on the team tonight. Go Leopards!
Good, bro? I mean, you all right, Chief? You all right, Chief?
malverndodge.com. Go Leopards!
Welcome you back here to Lakeside. Rams get their second score of the game, cut the Leopard lead to 7, 21-14 Malvern. 1:08 left here in the second quarter. Villainous has the ball teed up, ready to kick off. Malvern has Dupree, Clegg, and I believe Miles back deep to receive. A little trickery there, because the ball's going to sail out of bounds.
We were talking.
Sometimes you
during the break
overplay yourself.
Talking during the break, Malvern probably not going to sit on a minute 8 if last week was any indication at the end of the half. And I don't think now, especially getting the ball out near the 35-yard, well, not near the 35, on the 35-yard line. They've got a full minute 8. They may run the football on first down, try to pick up a good chunk on first down, but I feel like they're going to take a shot at this before this thing comes to an end, even though they don't have any timeouts. With the big playability all across the board and just the aggressive nature of Coach Plumley and Coach Parker in these situations, I feel like they're going to give it a shot.
1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Right now have a man split out to each side.
Take notes. Lakeside's actually got some safeties playing in safety position here, so
shifted the ball over to the right hash.
But you still have what amounts to man-to-man coverage with Martin over here.
Mm-hmm.
Give is to Dupree. Going to cut it up. Not a lot there. Falls forward for a couple. Looks like 3. See how fast the Leopards go as we are under a minute left, 55 seconds left, facing a 2nd and 7.
Okay, getting the play in. It's in 48-47.
I wonder if this is the shot, and if you complete it, you hurry up. If not, you go to halftime with the lead. Twins left, split right. Allen takes the snap, looking to throw. Now steps up in the pocket. Going to take off and get out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 30 seconds left on the clock.
Looked like he had him there for a minute, but just couldn't get enough separation downfield. And
looked like he was going to have an opportunity to pick up the first down with his feet.
Yeah.
And then a good job by the Lakeside defense to close, force him out of bounds. And would be nice to pick up a first down for sure.
Give is to Dupree. Bounces off of a man, now gets to the outside. He's at the 45-50, going to step out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Will be a first down, Malvern. 23.2 left on the clock.
And now I feel pretty confident that we are going to take a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, now we've crossed midfield. We've got 4 downs, 23 seconds left. If you throw a deep pass and it's intercepted,
it's a punt.
It's a punt. So
Malvern's going to come out with trips right. Janelle the up back off the right. Allen takes the snap, looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket again, airs it out, looking for Carradine, who's running under it. He's got it. Touchdown, Malvern.
Oh, my gosh.
And that is starting to become a little bit of a pattern at the end of the first half.
It's like, you know, Dylon's going to run down there and he's going to throw it to him.
Well, what a job by Allen, stepping up in the pocket, eluding the pressure, coming right up to the line of scrimmage and just uncorking it in stride to Carradine.
And a very similar play he had against Walnut Grove where he had almost crossed the line of scrimmage, but just really, really good situational awareness, spatial awareness, knowing where you are on the field. And I think their head coach think maybe he did cross the line of scrimmage. I think that may be what this conversation's about.
Yeah, he takes a timeout just so he can go out and have his voice heard, but nothing's going to change.
You know, and the point you made, too, Bishop Allen has got that innate ability to somehow know where that line of scrimmage is because, I mean, he's flirted with it more than once.
Well, you only have to have a part of your body.
Exactly your entire body has to be across the line of scrimmage when you release the ball, and it was close.
Well, it's one of those deals where if you're Lakeside, you got 2 timeouts. You probably don't need it.
I have not heard. I'm looking. I may get a text here from Steve Laverne. He'll tell us.
This year's Life is Night is sponsored by
I'm not repeating that because I don't believe it.
But also, what I would say is, if you've got film on us in that situation,
yes,
you need to have safeties much deeper than what. Now, they don't normally play with safeties back, but you should have been guarding that goal line a little better than that, in my opinion.
Oziel Martinez on to attempt the extra point. Kick is away.
Great job to get that hold down.
Yes, it was.
It's good. 15 seconds left in the half. Leopards lead at 28-14. We'll be back after this.
Teal Dentistry is a proud supporter of Malvern Athletics. Doctors Jesse and Matt Teal provide a full family dentistry service. From checkups to cleanings to dentures, Teal Dentistry loves working with patients of all ages and strives to make every smile bright. Stop by and meet the friendly staff at Teal Dentistry and let them brighten your smile. Teal Dentistry, 927 South Main Street in Malvern, or call for an appointment, 501-337-9559.
Welcome you back here to Lakeside. Leopards strike again late in the half. 28-14, 15 seconds left here until halftime.
And once again, we see the dynamic playability of Dylon Carradine and the strong, accurate arm of sophomore Bishop Allen.
Oziel Martinez has the ball teed up for the Leopards. Kick is away. Sky kick angled toward the right sideline will go out of bounds.
Well, we have to see what I listen. With 10 on the field and the ability to throw the ball, I don't expect Lakeside to lay down and do nothing here with 15 seconds. I think
little prevent, you say?
I bet our safeties get back. What do you think, Ben?
I certainly hope so, because I mean they've got a strong arm quarterback.
Yes,
We've seen it. I mean he can really put the air under the ball. There's no question. And they've got two really good wide receivers. So
this looks like a kneel though.
Looks like a knee. It sure does.
Hermosillo does take the knee. Well, that'll do it for the first half of action. If you weren't here for the beginning, the Rams will receive to begin the second half, but the Leopards are going to go in at the half leading this one 28-14. We'll be back after a few messages from our sponsors. We welcome you back here to Lakeside. Second half action getting ready to kick off. As Lakeside won the initial coin toss, elected to defer to the second half. So they will be receiving. Trailing in this one, the Rams are, let me be clear. The Leopards leading 28-14. As we get ready to start the second half, Ozziel Martinez has the ball teed up for the Leopards. We'll see. A couple of touchbacks, a sky kick. We've seen everything from Martinez tonight. This one's going to be booted down the middle. Fielded at the 11-yard line, up over the 15-20. Looking to get out to the right side. Still fighting for yardage. Going to get up to the 30. Good starting field position for the Rams.
It'll be interesting to see what the Rams are going to do now, Ben, whether they're going to try to stay at that running game to go back to the quick outs or whatever.
It really depends on if they thought that they could make adjustments at half to run the football. Lakeside is a passing team. That's their identity. So I have a feeling that they may try the running game. I don't think they'll stay with it as long as they did in the first quarter if it's not working. But I have a feeling that they'll probably just try to start throwing it around the yard.
1st and 10, going to bring a man in motion over. That's Wolf. Throws it out to him on the run. He's going to get up over the 30, brought down right at the 35. Romir Bennett on the tackle.
Now that's one way to run the football without running the football.
Yes,
you can that's kind of an extension of the running game. When you run your wide receiver across the formation, you kind of give him the ball out in the flat like that. That is a de facto running game. You're getting the ball right at the line of scrimmage to one of your playmakers, and truth be told, he's probably would be the best running back on the team also if you put him back there.
2nd down and 5 from the 35. Hermosillo looking to throw out quick. Incomplete as Bennett was that was
Hutchins.
My apologies, Hutchins. All over it.
He was there.
Probably
great timing too. Perfect timing on that play.
One of those fortunate drops there by Wolf.
But even if he catches the ball, Hutchins was right on top of him, and he had him wrapped up. I don't think he was going to get very far. And I think Lakeside, I don't want to say that they're going to concede the running game, but I think one of the things they're going to try to do to keep safeties up close and to give them the big play opportunities later is they're going to throw the ball around the line of scrimmage and see if that'll open up deep throws later.
3rd and 5. Hermosillo takes a snap looking to run. Now going to bounce it out to the outside. Coming up, trying to break tackles.
He's short.
He looks like going to pick up maybe a couple there. Makes it 4th and 3.
Our ISO player, Jerrod, showing the referee, and he was held. I was going to call it. Not only that, his jersey's pulled down off of his shoulder pad. And
he was in a wrestling match there with, I don't know if that was the tight end or maybe a back out of the backfield, but Lakeside going for it on 4th down, or they'll at least try to draw us off sides.
They're hurrying to the line, which means they're going to try to draw us off.
Which means they may have to waste a timeout if they don't really intend on running a play.
They're going to go for it. Trips right, split left, 4th and 3. Hermosillo alone in the backfield. Takes the snap. Quick throw out to Wolf. Complete. He's going to have enough for the first down as he gets up over the 50. Tripped and brought down around the 49.
Yeah, that's that spread out quick release, and
But that's good enough for another Lakeside Rams.
As the audition for PA announcer goes on.
yes, it does.
1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. 10 minutes left here in the third quarter. Leopards leading 28-14. Twins right, split left. Hermosillo takes the snap, looking to throw out to Omen. His back. He's going to get over the 50-45 and lowers the shoulder. So he's going to get down near the 43-yard line. Bring up around a 2nd and 4. Oh, I think he hurt himself.
Yeah,
doing that.
you know, he tried to lay the. Here's the thing about it: when you go up and you
What did
hit
he lay?
Tristan Miles just gets hit like that in practice all the time. 44 really hit him, and Tristan jumps up and says, "You know, I tackled Jalen Dupree." So 44 looks like he rang his own bell.
He's up. Appears to be okay.
Yeah.
I would think
it was a collision, though, wasn't it?
I'm a little confused, though.
If they didn't call a timeout, he's got to come out of the game.
He stopped the clock, so he should have to come out of the game.
Here
he comes.
There he comes.
There he comes. Now timeout. Yeah, White Hat called timeout and says, "Come on, guys."
That'll make it 2nd and 4 from the 43. Twins right, split left. Back to the right of Hermosillo. Takes the snap, give up the middle. Able to squirt through and pick up some yardage. Going to get down to the 36-yard line. That was Britton Diaz.
So Lakeside has done a lot to spread us out with a lot of passes around the line of scrimmage, but they're doing it towards the sideline, spreading those linebackers out a little bit, and that opened up some running room up the middle. So good play calling by Lakeside, trying to get our linebackers out of position. If you're struggling to run up the middle, if you can get those linebackers spread out, maybe you can get some bodies on the defensive tackles and create some space.
1st and 10 from the 36. Give to Omen, looking to cut it up in the middle. Falls forward. Looks like they're going to give him the 31-yard line, pick up of about 5 on 1st down.
That was a pretty good job by the defensive line to get a stalemate, but good patience.
Yeah.
He's hurt.
By the running back, Brandon. No, that's not. That's our 44.
No, that's
Brandon
Grady
Jackson.
Omen.
That's Grady Omen, and now he's had a rough series.
Yeah.
This time holding the leg. Lakeside doing exactly what they needed to do to begin the second half. Really trying to get the ball to their athletes in space, and once they did that, as Ben said, hit us with a few plays up the middle, and I've been ripping off some good gains on 1st down.
And then we go back to what Coach Plumley and I talked about, though. We have limited those over-the-top big plays that they had so much success against Lake Hamilton and Russellville with.
And they're trying to soften those safeties up by bringing them in. You know, all these short passes along the line of scrimmage, running up the middle. They're trying to get those safeties up. They're trying to get those safeties in a position where they can't help that over-the-top throw that you're talking about.
Make it 2nd and 5 from the 31-yard line. Hermosillo fakes to get balls on the ground. Now he's going to take off with it. He just slides down, says, "I don't want any." Angel Perez is upset. He wanted the hit.
I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know whether he's trying to put it in reverse and go back the other way and slid down or just went down. But nonetheless, it was a loss of what, about 1 or 2?
About 2, yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you got Angel Perez, Tristan Miles, and Ramir Bennett, and there's nobody blocking in front of you. At some point, you got to take care of your body
Yes, you
and
do.
just say,
Yes, you
okay,
do.
we're going to live to play another down.
I concede.
Because all 3 of those guys, they love to
They love
drop
contact.
the hammer.
Yeah.
3rd and 7. Hermosillo rolling to his right. Going to take off with it. He's got a little bit of room. See, almost fumbled it again.
He's got the 1st down, I think.
Well, does he? I don't know. Look where they're marking it.
One is spotting it on the 25. One wants to spot it on about the
No,
26.
He's short.
He's short. Another 4th down for the Rams. This is a short one. Short I'm going to call it 4th and less than a yard.
Well, this is where you would typically want Omen. He's back out there, but he's been hurt in the past few plays.
Be really interesting. You feel like there's going to be some sort of pressure dialed up. We'll see what Coach Brumfield wants to do, but wouldn't be surprised to see Ramir Bennett coming in hot and heavy up the middle here, trying to get a gap.
Ooh, don't know if they were set. Omen takes off. He
didn't make it. He did not make it.
I think Malvern's going to hold here.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the spot.
It always does. The near side judge for Malvern's already ruling first down Malvern.
You mean first? Okay.
Big stop for the Leopard defense.
Like Malvern stopping short of the first down. Be a turnover on downs, first down and 10.
Yes, it does look that way. Yes, it does, Mr. PA announcer. It does look like they stopped him. Be 1st and 10 for the Leopards from the 27-yard line. 6:50 left here in the third quarter. Leopards leading 28-14, seeing if they can add to it.
And if you want to disagree, you can check the box score.
We're going to take a timeout to argue about it again. We'll take it with them. 6:50 left here in the third quarter. We'll be back after this.
Hi, this is State Representative Rick McClure. Over the years, it's been a joy to cheer on the Leopards with their winning traditions. It's also good to know that our students are in the great hands of a committed, hard-working staff of Malvern School District. We wish the best for all of our Leopard sports and all the activities this school year. God bless.
Welcome you back here to Lakeside, as opinions have been heard, but the ruling is still first down Malvern. Allen's going to bring them to the line. Carradine splits out to the left. Martin in tight on the right. Here's the snap. Give is to Dupree. Going to cut it up now, looking for room. Looks like he's going to get near the 30-yard line. Pick up about 3 on first down. Maybe 4.
The ideal situation for Malvern would be to just be able to power run this half, run out clock, add a couple of touchdowns. They've got the line and the running backs to do it.
2nd and 6 from the 31. Allen takes the snap, fakes the give, throws out to Carradine, has to come back for it, gets it, but not going to be much.
Pass complete for the Leopards.
Had to come back for it so much that looks like he's only going to pick up 1.
Pick up 1. Bring up
3rd and 5.
Yeah, 3rd and a long 5. 3rd and 5. There we go. Even 5. How's that?
3rd down and 5.
Most times I think 5 is odd, but you know, you just never know. 3rd and 5 from the 32. Dupree in at quarterback. He takes the snap, looking to run off the left side. Gets outside, got a flag fly, but he's going to be short anyway, as a nice play was made by Mac Story.
Leopards were.
Number 9, it's story time. Mac Story.
Another what?
Penalty marker down. We got holding called against.
Got to say, that was a heck of a form tackle. Came up from that outside backer spot.
Yes, he did.
4th down and 5 for Malvern.
Might have been a safety. Didn't see exactly where he started the play, but I saw where he ended it.
That's the first time that the Rams have stopped the Leopards all night, and we're at the 5:32 mark of the third quarter, leading this one 28-14.
Ozziel Martinez on the punt.
Rams have not sent anybody back deep to field the punt.
This is the first time we've seen Martinez punt, I believe.
That might roll a while.
End over end.
Kicked it out of bounds, though.
Yeah, it's going to go out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Lakeside will take over from there, 1st and 10.
First down and 10.
I don't know how he kicks a football, but I know how he kicks a soccer ball when he punts it as the goalie. I'd like to see what Carradine could do with it.
Yeah.
He puts it across the 50-yard line with the soccer ball with relative ease.
Carradine does?
He does.
Yeah.
He's got quite a leg. Be 1st and 10 from the 44.
They like to run the quarterback out of these empty backfield sets.
Yes, they do.
And he is looking to run. Going to bounce it out to the left side, trying to get wide. Nowhere to go.
There's
Jackson
that
hunts him down.
sophomore,
There he
Brandon
is.
Jackson.
Yep.
We've talked about him a couple of times in previous contests, and this is a kid that loves the game, loves the weight room, loves the practice, loves the physical nature of it, has a good football body, and I'm going to tell you, I think he's got an opportunity to become a defensive lineman that causes a lot of havoc over the next 3 years.
Will be a 3-yard loss or a 4-yard loss.
4-yard loss.
Actually, by the chains, it's a 3-yard loss. 2nd 13. Hermosillo takes the snap, stick route. It is jumped.
Intercepted.
Dylon Carradine,
Carradine
interception. That was a heck of a play by Carradine.
We've mentioned this in this game. We've talked about how he is a truly great two-way player. I think he may be the best corner in the conference as well as the best wide receiver maybe in the conference. And right there, just to be able to jump that route, great timing. And then the hands, the full extension to get out there, secure the ball.
And the thing, and I've called, I've called him lockdown 24 because that's what we saw him doing as a sophomore.
Martin's out here saying, I'm open. 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw.
Y'all, the stop and go.
Well, I was going to say it's a touchdown, but instead it's a big gain for Carradine.
Laid it up a little short. Little short, but that was a great route by Dylon. Gave him the little stop and go. Corner bit. Dylon had about 4 steps, just had to wait on that football a little bit. That ball gets laid out there. Nice and easy. That's another long touchdown for Carradine.
Make it 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Leopards looking to add to their lead. Man split out to each side will be Clegg to the right of Dupree. Here's the snap. Dupree looking to run up the middle. Lowers shoulder, falls forward. Looks like he's going to get near the 8-yard line. Pickup of 3 on 1st down.
But like Austin Powers, Lakeside is liking to live dangerously. They
didn't know where we were going there. I was anxious.
They keep giving that single coverage out there on both Carradine and Martin, and right now I think it's very clear that man-to-man Carradine's the best player on that side of the field.
Well, they're selling out to stop Dupree with the run too, guys. That's where they're at now.
Dupree going to run it again off the left side. Fall forward, picks up a yard or 2.
And this is where you throw one over their head into the end zone.
Could be. You got 2 downs at it.
Yeah.
So if you're Lakeside, you have to be cognizant of the run because Malvern very well could run it with the anticipation of just trying to get it to 4th and 1, 4th and 2. So you cannot just give up on the inside run play.
I think Malvern's going to run the clock all the way down and talk about this 3rd and 6 they have upcoming. We will take it with them. 2:47 left here in the 3rd quarter. Leopards leading 28-14. We'll be back after this.
Red River Dodge of Malvern is thrilled to support the Leopards on the gridiron this season. Make sure you rush over to malverndodge.com to check out all the rebates on our new Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Rams. We can't wait to support these guys all season. They work so hard all year long to represent our community on and off the field. Help us cheer on the team tonight. Go Leopards!
Good, bro? I mean, you all right, Chief? You all right, Chief?
Uh-oh. malverndodge.com. Go Leopards!
Welcome you back here to Lakeside. 2:47 left here in the 3rd quarter. Leopards leading 28-14. Facing a 3rd and 6 from the 11-yard line, trying to add to the lead.
We had a very similar situation like this, and we ran that little wraparound play to Keelan Janelle.
Yeah.
We were on the other side of the field. But it was a very similar 3rd and medium type situation, down in distance. And be interesting to see if they try to go back to number 5 some kind of way. He is a mismatch for just about everybody we're going to play.
Dupree going to be at quarterback. Clegg to his left. Man split to each side. Here's the snap. Dupree looking to run off the left side. Powers the line forward.
He may have got it. He dove near the line of
scrimmage. Going to be close. They're marking him right around the 6-yard line.
I think he's going to be about a half yard short based on where this guy's.
Okay. Wow, I mean, that's
4th and inches.
That's inches.
Well, I would be shocked if we don't direct snap to Dupree and he just
that power formation.
Power, quarterback power.
Yeah.
Snap it to Dupree and let him push the pile.
It is 4th and inches. Dupree in at quarterback. He'll take the snap, look to run, gets to the outside, powers forward, will have enough for the first down. 1st and goal, Leopards.
And I tell you what, that's as close to automatic as it gets. When you're within a yard and you've got that offensive line and you can direct snap to Dupree, there are not going to be many teams that are going to have a chance to stop us for no gain or a loss.
It'll be interesting when the stats come in tonight, guys. This may be one of the all-time high number of carries for Jalen. I know it is this year.
Dupree going to stay in at quarterback. We'll get another chance to run behind this big offensive line. Snap goes through his hands. He just has to dive on it back around the 14-yard line.
That's the best way to get Bishop back in the ballgame.
Yeah, it is.
Because odds are we are going to have to throw it to score at some point now.
Well, that 1st and goal from the 3 turned into 2nd and goal from the 13. Nearing a minute left here in the 3rd quarter.
All eyes have to be on Dylon Carradine, and he is going to get
Martin's not even covered.
Nobody's covering the inside wide receiver. Oh, boy. False start
Golly.
on us.
We got nobody covering Ethan Martin.
He knew it. He was going across the middle. Wow.
We have a false start. That's a killer.
Yeah.
Well, that'll make it 2nd and goal from the 18.
Well, you've got 3 downs to get it, so. Like you said, to quote Ben, don't panic, just take it back in chunks and get it.
Now, this time they are going to come out and cover Martin. Twins right. 2nd goal from the 18. Give is to Clegg. Looking to get to the outside. Now trying to cut it up. Nothing there. Going to pick up 1 to the 17. Make it 3rd and goal.
There's 2 different ways to do this. You got 2 shots at the end zone, or you can try to get a chunk of it.
Well, then we're going to take a break here at the end of the 3rd quarter. Leopards leading this one 28-14 and threatening.
We'll be back after this. Welcome you back here to Lakeside. Malvern facing a 3rd and goal from the 17-yard line. Leading this one 28-14. Allen takes the snap, rolling out to his left. Now trying to throw back to the right. Nothing there, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield.
He was wanting to go to the corner, the opposite corner, and that's where Carradine was, and couldn't get there. Couldn't get the ball to him.
That'll make it 4th and goal from the 28. Unfortunately, this drive has gone nothing but backwards once we got inside the 5-yard line. 4th and goal from the 28. Looks like Malvern's going to take a timeout.
What?
Well, we'll take it with them. 11:19 left in the ballgame. Leopards leading 28-14. We'll be back with a 4th and goal after this.
LifePoint Church is a church where people from all types of backgrounds and generations come together to love God, inspire others, foster faith, and enjoy life. Join us on Sunday mornings at 10:30 for worship and encouraging messages. On Wednesday nights from 6 to 7:30, we have different programs for kids of all ages 3 through 12th grade. Life Point Church is located at 25741 Highway 67 in Malvern next to Arbor Oaks. For more information, go to our website, lifepointmalvern.org, or on social media at lifepointmalvern.
Welcome you back to Lakeside. 4th and goal from the 28-yard line. Allen takes the snap, steps up in the pocket, looking towards the end zone. Got carried down again, but knocked away. Nice play by Zach Haywood. Looked like Carradine was going to bring in another one.
Yeah.
Had a chance. Good defense by Lakeside. Good position. But the Leopards gave themselves a chance.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Lakeside just made a good defensive play.
Hey, I got an idea. Have you guys seen the ad for the Manning brothers looking for somebody for the show?
I did.
Let's send them this announcer up here, okay?
If Pat McAfee could watch his mouth, he would be an amazing addition to that program because he's hilarious.
Those were some funny bits.
But he would have to wear a real shirt.
That's yeah.
1st and 10 from the 28-yard line for the Rams. Trips right, split left. Looking to throw deep.
Across the middle.
Carradine had the best chance. And
you have got to be kidding me. Wow.
Let's call. That's no.
That is unbelievable.
Unless they call offensive.
That's incredible.
That's just awful.
That's going to go down as one of the worst calls in football history.
Welcome to Lakeside again. And it's on this side. I'm not going to say that, but he's on this side.
The way his body language is, he looks like he threw that ball or that flag a little early, and now he's staying well back thinking, I don't know about that one.
He could have picked it up, and, golly.
Because, the fact of the matter, okay, so the rule is both offense and defense have a right to the ball. Dylon is not the guy that even initiated contact. He jumped. The ball was coming to him, and actually the offensive player is the guy that initiated the contact.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. That was awful.
Yeah.
Hermosillo gets a second chance, throws it out, complete. He's on the run as he crosses the 50. Well, looks like, was there another flag here? There is a flag. I believe this one's going to go against the Rams.
Holding against the Rams. Take him back. That's a 10, isn't it?
I remember finding this out last year, but was just reminded on Facebook. The standout receiver for Lakeside, Kyler Wolf, Sr., is a son of a former Malvern Leopard, Rodney Hughes, class of 2003.
Okay.
Would have liked to have seen him in orange and black instead of blue and gold.
Yeah.
After the penalty, it will be 1st and 10, or not 1st and 10, my apologies, 1st and a lot. 20 maybe, yeah. 1st and 20 from the 33. Twins right, split left. Back to the right of Hermosillo. 11 minutes left in this one. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Rolling out to his right. Running out of time now. He's just going to go down as Angel Perez is right there on top of it.
Right. And excellent coverage.
It was. Lakeside tried to do the same thing to Dylon that Dylon did to them. They did a little stop and go, but great body control by number 24, Dylon Carradine. Was able to keep his body weight back so that he wasn't leaning forward, was able to catch up. That's what you call a coverage sack. Quarterback had nowhere to go. Good job by the defense collapsing, making sure the quarterback couldn't get away.
You keep hearing about cornerbacks with the swivel hips, with the clear of their hips, and that's one thing Carradine is outstanding at.
2nd and 24. Hermosillo takes the snap, has to step up in the pocket, looking to go deep. Good coverage by Malvern. It will be incomplete.
Yeah, that was excellent coverage.
Tristan Miles on the coverage there.
That ball was thrown short. Tristan was there and did a really good job. Brings up a 3rd and we're still going to call it 24.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. That was not pass interference.
No.
But that one had more of a right to be called than the Caradine interception earlier. And it was not. I want to be clear. That was a good coverage by Tristan.
I fully anticipate this kind of be a cover 4 look for the Leopards. 2 deep safeties. I figure we're going to see a lot of cushion out of those corners.
Hermosillo rolling to his left. Gets rid of it. Out of bounds. Incomplete. Going to bring up 4th and 24.
Tell you what, look out there and look. Yeah, number 11. Romare Bennett was all over him.
I think that's going to force a punt from the Rams.
Leopards make a hold the Rams here and force a punt with exactly 10 minutes left in this ball game, leading them 28-14.
And props to that Leopard defense for not folding or getting in their feelings after that pass interference call. They bowed their neck. They went back to work. Didn't let that bother them. Didn't let that snowball one thing turn into another thing. And now they've got an opportunity to get the ball back with pretty good field position.
Omen on to punt for the Rams. Caradine, or not Omen, sorry. Another big guy. Kick is away. Caradine back to receive for the Leopards. He fakes like he's going to receive it, but doesn't. Takes a good Ram bounce. Going to go out at the 21-yard line. $9:51 left in the ball game. Leopards leading 28-14.
We expect, and probably don't we, more ground game from the Leopards to get some time off and get some first downs and put this one away.
I would think yes, but knowing this coaching staff, I would not be surprised if they try to stick a dagger right in the small of the back.
You never know.
You know, if they run the ball on first down and they get themselves in a 2nd and 4, I would not at all be surprised to see if they can't get Lakeside to cheat a little bit and then try to hit one over the top. Or they might just try it on first down because they're going to get one-on-one coverage on first down or 2nd down.
1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Dupree takes the snap, looking to run up the middle. He gets free for a minute.
And this is a great down and distance to take a shot.
It is.
Because you know that they're going to have to be playing run. They're going to be trying to prevent what this is a typical run down on 2nd and short, 2nd and 2 or 3. And so if you can get all those linebackers in and you can get those corners sucked in, with the success we've had in one-on-one coverage, this might be a time where they try to take another shot. But it looks like Dupree's probably going to take the snap again here.
Allen is behind him. Dupree does take the snap.
No, nothing.
Well, he does a nice move to be able to fall forward for a yard. There is a flag on the ground.
To right at the 30-yard line.
Got a flag.
Whoops, what a spot.
Well, they may be calling a face mask here. If my sign language is right.
Whoa.
See what the call is.
Face mask.
Yep, face mask.
Well, you got
That'll be the first down.
These Ram fans can boo, but when that head snaps down, it's usually a pretty good indication somebody's grabbed a face mask.
You know, no one on the side of the field we're on wants to listen to your logic, Ron.
Yes, I'm doing all I can to keep this window closed.
It will be 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Give is to Clegg. He gets up to the 35 and not much more.
There it is. That's 15 back on us.
Flags flying everywhere.
We're the one that pushed back and got caught. Gosh darn it.
That warranted 3 flags.
Yeah. I mean, it's right out there in front of them. Personal foul, Malvern. Okay.
And that'll back it up 15.
Well, that's one that probably be looked over 4 or 5 times in film this week. I mean, that's a drive killer right there, an uncalled for drive killer.
Make it 2nd and 24 for Malvern.
Well, 2nd and 24, that may be a sign. Might go to 24 when you need that many yards.
That many yards. We got single coverage out here on 14 again. Emart's waiting for his chance. He'll get one, I hope.
Of course, as well as the defense has played, they may just be contented. Try to eat as much clock as possible.
Give is to Clegg. He's not going to get much, maybe a yard. Going to make it 3rd and 23.
Well,
with a 2-touchdown lead, I would not be surprised to see them just run the football again or even run. You know, we don't run a lot of screens, but we do have a few. We've run them a few times this year. Wouldn't be at all surprised to see us pull one of those out of our repertoire right here.
Going to have a man split to each side. Allen takes the snap, rolling. Now going to cut back. Avoids the first man.
There
keeps his
he's
eyes
gone. There he's
downfield.
gone. There he's gone.
He's
there he's
looking
gone.
for Martin, who's behind everybody and unable to bring it in.
That was somewhere between good defense and lucky defense because,
yeah,
as it turned out, Max Story, the corner there, didn't have his head turned and just happened to have his arm in the right spot because looked like Ethan Martin was going to have a chance to catch that football.
Yeah, I did too.
Would that have been the end of the story?
Yeah, that would have been turn out the lights. Now we're in one. I'm just telling you. 7 minutes left.
Leopards on to punt. Ozio Martinez's punt going to land at the 40 and take a Lakeside roll.
Late.
Down by David Hutchins at the 38-yard line.
It's another one of those situations you miss said.
Well, when you're in Arkansas, you're never really out of the woods, are you?
No. No.
And the Leopards are not yet out of the woods.
And, you know, our feet are going to be sore because we've shot ourselves in the foot about 3 or 4 times.
Well, maybe we've run out of ammunition.
Yeah, maybe so.
1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hermosillo takes the snap.
They're going for it. They're going deep. 84.
He's looking to step up in the pocket. Airs it out. Got
wide
a man
open.
Wide open. He will score. Defensive breakdown there.
Yeah. This is what happens when you get a holding penalty. You get a personal foul penalty and take yourself out. I'm going back to that. Now we got a ball game.
Thank you so much to Brian French and Top Flight Financial for all your support of Lakeside Football.
Well, Vilnius on to attempt the extra point. Kick is away. It's good. 7:03 left in the ball game. Rams cut the lead back to 7. 28-21 Malvern. We'll be back after this. Welcome you back here to Lakeside. 7:03 left in the ball game. Malvern leading 28-21.
You know, you've always got the possibility of an onside kick, but if you're Lakeside, 7 minutes left in the ball game, do you risk giving the Leopards the ball at the 45, 50-yard line?
They tried some trickery last time, having the backup kicker Denver Davidson with the sky kick, kicked it out of bounds. One of those deals,
Okay,
you just got to have everybody on your toes and ready. He's out there again.
Yeah.
Dupree is back deep to receive for the Leopards. And here's the kick.
Yeah.
It will be kicked off long and going to bound into the end zone for a touchback.
Touchback on the kickoff for Lakeside. Now going to take the ball 1st and 10
You know, and that's a confidence right there on the Lakeside coaching staff. I mean, they've slowed the Leopards down and stopped it. And of course, we've shot ourselves in the foot a few times, but you know, to go ahead and kick that ball off, kick it deep, and put the Leopards back on their 25-yard line, on the 20-yard line coming in.
Well, Ron, it's your favorite point to make.
We've always answered.
Just call them out.
Well, any thought about running out the clocks out the window? You're trying to put points on the board right now.
Give to Dupree off the right side. Lowers his shoulder, falls over the 25, down to the 26-yard line. Pickup of 6 on first down.
This is one of those moments. One of my favorite football movie is The Program.
Yeah.
And there's that line where they say it's time to put the women and children to bed and go looking for supper.
Will be 2nd and 4 from the 26-yard line. Trips to the left. Allen alone in the backfield. Here's the snap. Looking
fast.
to throw.
There he is. There's
Janelle over the middle. Overshoots it. Incomplete.
I think there was a little bit of a miscommunication about who was supposed to do what. I think Bishop Allen thought he was going to keep running the go, running that seam right down the middle. Looked like Janelle thought he was supposed to check up right there.
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, it had to, because Janelle keeps running the route and he's running free.
That will make it 3rd and 4, 26-yard line. Gonna stack twins out here on the left side. Allen takes the snap, looking
There's
to
14.
throw out to Martin. Over,
Oh no!
Right through his hands. He would have walked into the first down. Instead, looking like another punting situation for the Leopards.
Wow, that's one thing you don't expect. You don't expect that at all. Nobody feels worse than our intended receiver on that one. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Now 6:25 left. The Leopards are kicking it away, leading at 21-14.
Martinez punt is away.
That's a good punt. Now roll the right direction.
There we go.
That one's going to roll for Malvern as it's bounding on down. Looks like they're going to mark it around the 22. 6:18 left in the ball game. Timeout situation. Lakeside has 2. Malvern 1. Malvern leading by 7. Momentum on the side of the home team right now, though, as the Leopard defense is going to have to put a stop to it.
Both teams have been in close ball games this year. Both of Lakeside's victories have been very, very close, very hotly contested. Of course, our first game with Walnut Grove out of Prosper, Texas, was also nip and tuck the whole way. So this is not uncharted territory for either team.
Throws it out to Wolf quick. Tries to cut through a couple guys, unable to do so, but still a nice gain on first down. Got another flag. Might be a sideline warning if I'm having to guess. Just by the way he was pointing back. Or maybe ineligible man downfield.
Well, if that's the case, they're going to have to move the ball back in the.
It's going to be something against Malvin.
Against us, I guess.
Okay, so it had to happen after the fact then.
Well, and it's like 15 of it, so.
Okay, let's see what.
Some sort of unsportsmanlike, perhaps.
Okay, pat on the
illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution. That's 15. Huh?
First and 10 from the 46-yard line. Hermosillo going
to
there's a hold his left.
Good God.
Yeah, I mean.
Incomplete. You'd have to actually watch the line to call that, guys. Why would we do that?
Come on, the white hat looked right at that hole. Turned him around sideways. Come on, guys.
That was Forrest Landreth, who I don't know has been playing a lot in this game. They may have been trying to hold him out.
I think they wanted to hold him out.
And it's kind of crunch time, so it's like, okay, Forrest. And first play of the game, all conference defensive end just gets absolutely. Well, it'd have been a horse collar if he'd have had the football.
It would have been. And
2nd and 10, give to the back, looking to run up the middle, trying to push forward, not a lot there. Romere Bennett and Forrest Landreth there.
Boy, what a difference a guy like Forrest Landreth makes. He was such development last year as a football player. Of course, he was out last week. I believe he sprained an ankle.
Yeah, and JD told me this morning that they weren't going to play him. They were going to rest him.
But when he's healthy, he can really go.
Oh yeah. He's not only healthy, he's healthy and fresh.
Yeah, he's got a big motor.
3rd and 10 from the 46-yard line. Trips left, split right. Hermosillo looking to throw out quick. It is up over the 50. It's going to be short.
It's going to bring up 4th and probably about 3.
Yeah. Boy, we missed a tackle out there, too. Somebody had him in his sights and just missed him.
It's on the 47-yard line. 4th and 3. Well,
big play here for our defense, a big play here for the Lakeside Rams offense. We'll see who wins this one.
Easily the most important play of the game to this point.
To this point it is.
Trips right, split left. 4th and 3. Here we go. Try to get Malvern to jump. No go.
You would think that number 10's got to be the primary guy.
Yeah, you got to find 10. Know where 10 is. Oh, Lakeside wants timeout.
Well, we'll take it with them. 4:44 left here in the ball game. Leopards lead 28-21. We'll be back after this.
Farmers Bank and Trust is proud to bring you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Farmers Bank and Trust.
Welcome you back here to Hot Springs. Huge 4th and 3 upcoming. Leopards leading in this one 28-21. 4:44 left in the ball game. Both teams down to one timeout. Will be a 4th and 3 from the 47-yard line.
Dylon says, come on out here, 10.
Come to the line, trips right, split left. Here's the snap, looking to throw a seam over the middle. They got him, first down. And
they ran.
Thankfully, he had to slide because it was a touchdown.
Yeah, and just nobody covered him at all.
Nobody saw him. I mean, that's a well-designed play. Caught us with our looking the wrong direction.
Make it 1st and 10 from the 33. I think the clock stopped or started a little slow there. That play apparently only took 2 seconds. Running now, though. Trips right, split left. 1st and 10 from the 33. Hermosillo rolling right, throwing right.
That ball hit the ground. I think it skipped.
Incomplete.
Okay, yeah.
Calling it incomplete, intended for number 10, Connor Wolf.
Looking for Wolf out there. Will be 2nd and 10.
Well, this is the offense I really expected in the second half to see the Rams in the first half. It's this is what they've been highly successful at.
And we've seen in our passing game kind of the Dylon effect, right, where they're so keyed on trying to stop him. We've had wide open wide receivers. I think we may be starting to see some of that. We're so focused on Wolf. They've had a couple of guys that have just been absolutely wide open.
And Lakeside going to have to call their last timeout. 4:22 left in this one. Leopards leading 28-21. We'll be back after this.
Hi, this is State Representative Rick McClure. Over the years, it's been a joy to cheer on the Leopards with their winning traditions. It's also good to know that our students are in the great hands of a committed, hard-working staff of Malvern School District. We wish the best for all of our Leopard sports and all the activities this school year. God bless.
Welcome you back here to Lakeside. 4:22 left here in this one. Leopards leading 28-21. Rams face a 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line, trying to get the equalizer. Twins right, split left. Going to be Diaz to the right of Hermosillo. Hermosillo flush from the pocket, trying to keep his eyes downfield. Now takes off and got some room. Still going. Makes a shift. He's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Lakeside.
Wow. I mean, that is an outstanding run. That's an outstanding run. I mean, we missed him, what, another 4 or 5 times?
Yeah, that was one. It looked like he was dead in the water in the backfield and just able to squirt through, make a couple guys miss, and tremendous run. Nice effort there by Hermosillo.
Yes.
Will be villainous on to attempt the extra point. Kick is away. It's good. 4:11 left in this one. It's tied. We'll be back after this. We welcome you back here to Lakeside. 4:11 left in the ball game. 28-28 after a nice run by quarterback Jacob Hermosillo.
You know, this is one of those, the Leopards have been through this. They're not behind. It's a new ball game. They're not going to panic. And I expect them to answer. I mean, why wouldn't we? They always have.
Well, they certainly got the advantage. They got the ball with 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And some change.
1 timeout to work with. Lakeside 0.
So they are the controlling factor right now. Just got to get some first downs.
Villainous sky kick. Fair catch signaled and caught by Ethan Martin at the 33-yard line.
So this is where I think you talk to that offensive line, you challenge them, get a push. If you get a push, these running backs, they'll take care of business for you. But this is where you got to be the most physical team. I think the most physical team for the next 4 minutes is going to be the team that wins the football game. Because I do think somebody's going to score before the end of regulation.
Going to be trips to the right for the Leopards. Janelle going to be the up back off the left side.
This may be when we see something we haven't seen all year yet, you know it?
Allen takes the snap, give to Dupree. He's going to fall forward up over the 35 to the 36-yard line.
In the way of an offensive play or series, this may be where we haven't seen anything yet. JD had told me, he said, we got a whole bag of stuff we haven't used yet.
Twins right, split left. Janelle the up back off the left, Dupree to the right of Allen. 2nd and 7. Here's the snap. Allen looking to throw out towards Carradine. Complete at the 40. Wrapped up at the 41. Going to bring up around a 3rd and 2.
Well, I don't think that we came here to play it safe. So I think that we've got 2 downs to get this.
There's no way he's marking this at the 40.
And, I mean, he was across the 40. I mean, that ball should be spotted.
That is poor.
That ball should be spotted at the 41.
That is poor. But nothing I don't expect here. 3rd down and 3 from the 40. Run up the middle, pushing forward is Dupree. And he is just powering forward, crosses the 50 all the way down to the 46-yard line.
It's one of those situations too. Don't score too quick.
Well, yeah, I mean that's ideally you want to score with
15 seconds like we did in the half.
As little time as possible.
Going to be 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Twins right, split left. Allen takes the snap, looking to throw. Going to look deep.
He's got him.
Nicely defended. We got behind the defense, but Haywood able to catch up.
Second down and 10 for the Leopards. Shout out to the band and the Goldbusters.
But what you like about the weapons that Malvern has, everything's available to you on 2nd and 10. You can run it, you can throw it.
Oh, yeah.
You can throw it short, you can throw it deep.
You got the best running back in the state.
You got Allen out here split to the left side.
We have thrown it to him before.
Hit him right in the chest.
Dupree looking to run up the middle.
There
Now
it
cuts
is.
it out to
There
the
it
right.
is.
Got some room. Dupree takes off up over the 20, down to the 19, 18-yard line.
And now you start to milk the clock. Now you don't get in a hurry, I don't think, but we are lining up pretty quickly. But I think you're going to want to milk this a little bit because it is not going to take us 2.5 minutes to go.
No.
If we score, it's not going to.
No.
2:28 left in the ball game and running.
We are not in any danger of running out of clock. So I think, we're slowing this thing down. Milking that play clock.
1st and 10 from the 14.
Got to get it off. 2, 1.
Dupree takes the snap, running out to his right. Got some room.
There it is.
He's going to score.
There it is.
Touchdown,
There it is.
Malvern.
Catch up.
And was that Ron ordering a hot dog over here?
That was for our friends next door that's been beating on the wall.
He wanted ketchup on it. 2:05 left in the ball game. Leopards go down the field quickly and put it in.
And you know what we said before the drive started? Challenge that offensive line. Challenge. This is power run this thing. And that's what they did. Offensive line just took control. Jalen Dupree ran the ball hard.
Ozziel Martinez kick is away. It's good.
It's good.
Just physically willed our way to score that touchdown.
Yeah.
2:05 left in the ball game. Leopards leading 35-28. We'll be back after this.
Teal Dentistry is a proud supporter of Malvern Athletics. Doctors Jesse and Matt Teal provide a full family dentistry service. From checkups to cleanings to dentures, Teal Dentistry loves working with patients of all ages and strives to make every smile bright. Stop by and meet the friendly staff at Teal Dentistry and let them brighten your smile. Teal Dentistry, 927 South Main Street in Malvern, or call for an appointment, 501-337-9559.
Welcome you back here to Lakeside. Leopards regain the lead, 35-28. 2:05 left in the ball game. Lakeside has no timeouts to work with, but have had a lot of big plays in the second half.
Yes, they have. They've kind of looked to me like they kind of settled into that offense we thought they were going to see, and they're very, very good at it.
Ozziel Martinez on to kick. Kick is away. Going to be fielded at the 10-yard line, up over the 15-20. Okay. Now cuts it up to the middle, going to fall down around the 30-yard line.
That'll work. That will work.
Really good play down there. Is that 33 going on?
Garrett Harrison.
Harrison, yeah.
2:01 left in this one. Exciting finish.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Hermosillo leads them out. Going to come out, trips to the right, split left. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw.
Deep
now
again.
flush from the pocket.
Out of bounds.
Ooh, he
think he might have got a foot down.
Catch it. Man, they're going to say he got it in. I thought Hutchins may have pushed him out, but a nice job by Wolf.
I tell you what they're doing too, guys. They're running us. They're running deep too. They're running our safeties off, which. All right.
1:55 left. 1st and 10 from the 43. Going to come out with trips left, split right.
Yeah,
Carradine and Wolf on an island. Hermosillo takes the snap, looking to throw across the middle. Got a man at the 35, 30, 25. Down inside the 20, 18-yard line. Lakeside in business.
And Lakeside now is thinking they don't want to score too fast.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Because if you recall, the Leopards got the ball back with, about a minute and some change, I think,
Well, let me
at
ask
the
you
end of the
this.
second half.
If they do punch it in here, Ben, do they go for 2?
Sure, I think they do. I mean, if I'm the Lakeside coaches, I do.
I don't know because they have struggled in the short yardage some today.
Trips left, split right. Hermosillo looking to run. Not going to be a lot there. Looks like the ball may have come out, but I think Lakeside got on it. Almost the ball game there.
Lakeside rushes up again. They're going to try to go a little quick here.
2nd and 9. Here's the snap. Hermosillo looking to throw. Now flushed out. Looks for a guy in the end zone. Wide open. Wow. Touchdown, Lakeside.
We just ran off on that one. And now the big question is, what do? Do you go for 2 or do you kick 1?
They're sending Hermosillo back out onto the field, it looks like to me. One minute exactly left in the ball game. Looks like Lakeside will be going for 2.
And they're going to have to get it off because they do not have any timeout. Start the 25-second clock. Come on, White Hat. Goodness.
This very well could be your ball game. Still a minute left, but biggest play right here.
They got 44 back in too. They can't wait a minute.
Malvern's going to take their last timeout.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Well, let's keep it here, guys.
Yeah.
I think what happened there on that touchdown, if I looked at it correctly, I think Hutchins thought he was taking off to run and just bid on it a little bit. Let the guy get behind him in the end zone, and just a nice awareness by Hermosillo to keep his eyes downfield and find the open man in the end zone.
Hermosillo has done an outstanding job tonight running this offense and answering every time they've had to, and he's found 10. He's done some really nice things with his feet, and he's been hard for us to get down.
Well, regardless of what happens, this is the magic of Friday night.
Oh, sure.
You know, you've got rivals that are about 20 minutes apart. You've got and have been playing each other for a long time. Two teams trying to make some noise in their individual classifications.
Looks like the 2-point conversion will stay on.
And coming down to the wire.
Yeah. It's just, there's so many things that they can do with the quarterback. It's it'll be interesting.
Well, here's your ball game. Fakes the give, looking to throw. Got him
wide
open.
He missed it.
I think he dropped it. He dropped it.
It hit the ground.
It hit the ground.
He was wide open. And he short-armed it.
Hermosillo is going to that's going to haunt him. He was wide open in the end zone and just short-armed it. He spiked the ball. That's going to be 15 yards.
That's going to be another 15. That's 2 of them. There
and he said something else. So
Lakeside,
he's gone.
Yeah, well, Lakeside's showing Lakeside. This is what we expect.
No, it's not. Let's not. Let's not.
I just did.
Okay, but let's not.
I mean, there's no need for that.
There's not, but take the high road.
Nah.
Looks like that's number 84.
Oh, that's a good wide
Ben
receiver.
Vincent. I have known some Bens say some off-color things at times.
They're going to miss him next week.
Surely not.
You know one.
I don't know who they're going to play, but they're going to miss 84 next week because he's the one that's the big wide receiver.
Credit the guts to go for it there. Had a nice play drawn up. And just unfortunately for Hermosillo, who had played great in that second half, just short-armed that one a little bit.
We've got to survive an onside kick, too,
We
guys.
certainly do. We certainly do.
They will assess the penalties on the kickoff. Am I true? Am I true on that?
Yes.
I mean, obviously, it hurts to lose a player because, he was that inside slot receiver, and he burned us a couple of times.
Yes, he did.
So that's not going to be good for them next week. But even if they get the onside kick now, they just lost 30 yards.
Yeah.
Or 15, I guess.
I would have thought it would have been 30.
I thought there were 2 penalties there.
It certainly appeared that there were.
Well, there was.
Well, it's going to come down to an onside kick.
An onside kick with a smooth minute left, and we know they get this ball, they can score again in a minute. And they got a guy that can kick a field goal too.
Villainous on for the.
Great job by Keelan Janelle.
Just laid down.
Just smothered it.
Janelle shuts the door. Malvern looking like they're going to get out of Lakeside with a win.
This has to go. This will go down as really a learning experience for these Leopards. I mean, to have a ball game that the
way you dominated the first quarter,
and then
it's just keep the pedal down. Just keep your foot on the pedal.
Yeah,
I think maybe the lesson learned. Don't let up. They're young kids. I mean, even the seniors. We're talking. They're 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
Well, the story tonight is we just killed ourselves with penalties so many times, both on offense and defense. Yeah. You clean that up, and I mean it's probably not a 1-point game here.
You clean up the penalties, and
Dupree on to take a knee, and he will take a very interesting one.
Took 2 knees.
Took 2 knees.
Probably.
Tell you what,
one more, I'm assuming.
When you needed number 2 right there to score and go down there, he was there. The offensive line.
Chain crew doesn't understand the situation right now.
Yeah, that last score, the offensive line really did a good job.
Chain crew's like, forget it.
Are they trying to figure it out?
Well, we're 1 knee away from a victory.
Yeah, a hard-fought one, too.
Good snap. Just take it. There's the knee, and that'll do it. Malvern is going to get out of here with a 1-point win, 35-34.
Escape.
We take it, we learn from it, and we're going to celebrate the fact that no matter what, we're coming out with a win. We hope that you can join us next week as we will be back at Leopard Stadium and welcoming a team from Mississippi. DeSoto, is that what it is? DeSoto, Mississippi.
That defeated the team that defeated us early last year.
Yep.
So
anticipating a very good opponent. Excited to have them there. Hopefully you can join us at Leopard Stadium. If not, as always, we appreciate you listening in.
And I do apologize for my rant. This announcer's really got under my skin. That shouldn't happen.
We'll see you next week as we welcome in DeSoto. Leopards win. Go Hogs.